Most people think goblins are weak, small, ugly, easy enemies in games, creatures you defeat in the first level and forget. But what if that idea is completely wrong? What if goblins were never meant to be weak, but dangerous in a different way? Because in real folklore, goblins were never something you could ignore. The origin of goblins. Goblins appear across European folklore, especially in regions like England, Germany, and France. But they weren't always called goblins. In Germany, they were known as kobolds. In France, lutins. In England, simply goblins, different names. Same reputation, unpredictable, cunning, and often dangerous. Not strong, but smart goblins were never known for brute strength. They don't fight like warriors. They don't rely on size or power. Instead, they rely on something far more dangerous: intelligence. In many old stories, goblins don't attack directly. They trick, they mislead, they set traps. In mining folklore from Germany, kobolds were feared by workers. Not because they were strong, but because they could. Hide valuable ore, create false tunnels, lead miners into danger. Sometimes even causing collapses. You wouldn't see them, but you would feel the consequences. Masters of psychological warfare. Goblins don't just attack the body, they attack the mind. In stories from England, goblins were known to imitate human voices, create illusions, confuse travelers in forests. People would hear someone calling their name, follow the sound, and never come back. That's not a monster you fight. That's a monster you can't even find. Strength in numbers. Here's where goblins become truly dangerous. They are rarely alone. In many tales, goblins appear in groups, small individually, but overwhelming together. They don't fight like soldiers. They swarm, they surround, they attack from every direction. In folklore, a single goblin might be harmless, but a group? That's something even experienced warriors avoided. Connection to war and chaos. While goblins aren't always depicted as soldiers, they are deeply connected to chaos, and chaos is powerful in war. In medieval symbolism, creatures like goblins represented disorder, mischief, breakdown of control. Imagine an army trying to move through a forest, and something unseen keeps disrupting them. Supplies go missing, paths become confusing. Soldiers hear voices at night, no direct attack, but the army weakens, slowly. That's goblin warfare, the dark evolution of goblins. Over time, especially in modern fantasy, goblins became weaker, simpler, almost like cannon fodder. But that's not where they started. Originally, they were something much more unsettling, not powerful because they could destroy you, but powerful because they could control the situation. They don't win through strength. They win through patience, deception, fear. Why people underestimate them? Because humans tend to respect visible power, big creatures, loud threats, obvious danger. Goblins are the opposite. They are subtle, hidden, and that makes them easy to ignore, until it's too late. The real meaning behind goblins. Goblins aren't just creatures. They represent something deeper. They represent the kind of threat people don't take seriously. The small problem that grows, the unseen danger that builds over time. And in many ways, that's more dangerous than any dragon. Final thought. So next time you see a goblin in a game and think it's just a weak enemy, remember this: goblins were never meant to be strong. They were meant to be smart. And in the right situation, Intelligence beats strength every time. If you enjoy exploring the darker side of myths and creatures, subscribe for more, because sometimes the weakest looking monsters are the most dangerous ones.